All right, for today's video review, we're going to be taking a look at the toy brand Ready2Robot by MGA Entertainment. Yeah, these guys are pretty fun. Basically, what they are is just a little line of little collectible blind packed. They're these little pilots that come with these little mech suits that you can build for them, and they're customizable. So they've got like different ball joint sections that you can mix and match all the different weapons and stuff like that. And yeah, I thought it'd be kind of fun to look at these guys. The reason that I have one here still in package is part of the kind of whole experience with these guys is that it's sort of like this, prepared multiple step process for getting them out. Like the unboxing of them is like part of the play pattern. So I figured it'd be fun to do kind of like a little live unboxing of one of them here. Hopefully it's not one I already have, and super hopefully it's not the one I've already showed you, because that would be awkward. Only have one shot at this unless I want to go get another one of these to record this review. So let's see how this goes. So we just start off by peeling right here. It's got one of those little peel sections. Usually it ends up going in like a spiral. I've gotten it once where yeah, there we go, successfully gotten this down. There we go. So we only have to take off this one big piece of plastic rather than unwrapping it. That one of the things with these guys is that there's kind of like a lot of plastic with the packaging, like a super unnecessary amount. Like we've got this shell, and then there's the separate shell that they have. Now you have to do it on this section on the side. Come on. Trying to just get it off in mostly one big chunk. There we go. And this time it's a gold one. They come in a few different colors. So then you see you've got the 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. So we'll start off by taking the 1 section here, and we've got a couple bags and a little guide to see what all the different options are. So we'll start off by just unwrapping one of these bags. All of these little parts come in their own bags, which is, again, going to be a lot of plastic. But here we have our first arm, little claw arm there. Cool, it's nice. It's not one that I already have. I've definitely seen this part before, but in a different color. So it'll be a new one to me, which is good. And this feels like it's going to be the main body of the mech suit. Yep, pretty cool. So you can just take the arm. Might be, you kind of find out as you go where these are supposed to go, and I'll look at the instructions afterwards, but just an educated guess, I'm guessing the arm goes in the armhole. Then we can move on to the second section here, open that up, 2 more bags. We've got a leg. All right. Yeah, I've seen some version of that leg before. Again, it's going to end up being like a quadrupedal little mech suit, which is kind of cool. And there's the other leg. Just plug those on down here. All right, so we've got it standing so far. Then for section 3, we'll have 3 bits there. This piece I don't think was supposed to come out, but it works. You'll have the other arm and the 2 little weapons. All right. I've seen a lot of these parts before. So far, I mean, aside from the body, which I think all the bodies are unique, I've seen this arm before, I've seen these legs before, I've seen this weapon before. So they do tend to reuse parts sometimes, but they, they mix and match the colors and stuff like that. Oh, we get 2 of these. The only version I've seen of this before, it has 2 different weapons. So this guy might actually be symmetrical dependent on what the other arm is. A lot of them tend to not be. And neither is he. Almost symmetrical. That's okay. I don't think I've seen this gun arm before, but that's a cool one. There's his little body. And then the cool part here is inside here, there's actually a little capsule of slime. And you have to like push it out to get the capsule out. And it's kind of this violent action that forces this plate off. I'll show you. Well, usually considerably more violent than that, but here we have our little slime capsule. Usually the slime is pretty manageable, so I'm going to bring this plastic just so I'm not getting it on my foam core background, but I've had a few instances, usually with the orange slime, so I'm a little worried about this, where usually the slime is nice and is like, oh, okay, it doesn't like stick to your fingers really, like it's just, it's just like a slime ball that you don't really like you don't have to like wash off your hands. I've had a few instances, particularly with the orange slime, where it's just absolutely disgusting and really sticks on your fingers. So hopefully that won't be the case with this guy, but if that's the case, I might just have to go wash my hands before continuing on. But let's see. Ooh, not a great start. Yeah, it's a little sticky. Oh, it's not too bad. All right. And then inside the slime will be our pilot. We just have to kind of get out of here. Yeah, no, this orange slime is not too bad. I think it was the Series 2 orange slime that I was having issues with before. Ooh, he looks cool. It's a little robot guy. Oh, he's great. You know, a lot of the little pilots I'm not overly thrilled with because they usually just end up being like little dudes, with a few exceptions. But I like him a lot. Oh, he's a cool one. He's got a little thing on there that sort of looks like somewhat flux capacitor-y. Very cool. And then we can just plug him into his, oh, this is like translucent. What? Oh, I've never seen this before. This is lights. What? I'm not sure how to activate that, but all the other ones I've seen before, maybe he's like a super special one or something. Oh, he's got like a little light up feature when you actually, wow. All right, I'm learning things as we go along here. Let's see if I can get that to show up on camera here. Wow, that's super cool. He must be like a rare one or something, because I've never seen that feature before. All the ones that I've seen before are just, you know, just plastic bits that don't have any extra, like, features like that. So that's really cool. And then you can, of course, just take your slime and put it back in the little capsule here. And what's also cool is with these little bases, I'll show you on some ones that are already put together. You have these little bits on the bottom here where you can actually like take these clips off and then like flip them the other way. Have to do it on ones that don't have this bit here because then it prevents the thing from plugging back in. But basically what you can do is if you have a bunch of these guys, you can connect the bases there as display bases for your different robots, which is cool. How did this plug in? Where's the number? Oh, it's hidden back there. That's why. So then we can just take these. That I think was the second one. It's nice that they have the numbers, so it can that you can line them up with that. Even though I've plugged this in a way that hides the numbers, which is dumb of me. But where's the number? It must be over there, hidden behind this corner, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Nope. Oh, that's not even the right plate, is it? Yes, it is. Sorry, I'm getting all confused here. There we go. That's why it wasn't plugging in. And then take this one, and these plug on there like that. And I'm just assuming that the number's in the right place because I don't see it. Wow, I'm really having trouble with these. Okay, there's 3 and 4 together, and then the numbers are back there, so it should be just like that. Oh, I was plugging it in wrong. There we go. So you can plug your slime back in if you want, or use it, you know, with your figures, and then have these little sort of display bases where you can put these guys. There he is with him. That's my favorite one. I like this guy a lot because he's got a little monkey Mojo Jojo type scientist guy as his pilot. Very cool. And it's another one that, you know, I like a lot of the parts for. I like the ones that have like more like real arms rather than like weird weapons. Like this guy here comes with like chainsaw hands. He's cool. He's got a little pig pilot, but otherwise, you know, I generally prefer the ones that have like the more, you know, humanoid-esque features with the mechs themselves. But yeah, this is a pretty good one. I don't really like these legs because they kind of warp a little bit, so they don't really sit super flat on the ground. But I do like the pilot a lot, and that light up feature is something that I have not seen before, and that's really cool. So that I get to discover that here with you. But yeah, you know, it's a pretty cool little toy line. See here we've got some shared features with this guy. I was kind of afraid when I started pulling those out of there. Like I knew it'd be a different guy, but when the first 3 parts are the exact same parts, that gave me some pause. But yeah, there's a few series of these guys. Originally, like with the regular 1-packs, They originally were $10, I think, and you know, that's pushing it a little bit, I think, for me. But recently, they've started showing up at Five Below for $5, and that I think they're definitely worth, especially with the, you know, the base and everything like that. Just for like size comparison, here they are with Core Class Transformer. Here's a Junk Bot. So, you know, they're kind of in that size range. Here we've got a G1 mini bot and a bot, just so you can see how they all stack up together. And then obviously, you know, that's what about the size you're expecting for the pilots. The pilots are all pretty similar. I mean, they're not like, they're all the same size, I guess is what I mean. But we've got little dudes like this. We got the monkey guy. I like him. He's my favorite. This guy, he's got a kind of fun little screaming face and his weird looking teeth there. And of course the pig man here that I showed off. But yeah, they're pretty cool overall. There's also these Ready2Robot wreck racers, which I think are really fun. But, you know, I was kind of waiting to see how long this video ended up being without those. So I'll probably just show those off as their own separate review. But, you know, that's pretty much all you got with these guys. They're simple. You can kind of, you know, swap around the parts and do different things. Like with a lot of these, you know, kind of customizable build figures, I generally prefer like the orientation that they're supposed to be in, or at least with all the right parts, because like, you know, I could swap these parts around, but like then they're all getting all mismatched in terms of color, and I don't think they look quite as good when they've got like the different colors. There's ones that you could kind of get away with, like, you know, if we swapped parts between these guys, it might look a little bit better since he's like gold and he's like bronze. You know, there's some fun stuff you can do with them. They also each have like, you know, some ports on the back too. So if you want to use extra weapons, give this guy a bunch of arms, you could definitely do that. And what's nice is, you know, since they're a blind packed thing, if you happen to get repeats of them, then you could at least use those to kind of like give him a bunch of different arms that all look the same and look like they belong to the same robot. You know, you'd still have some extra parts that you wouldn't have much to do with, but it is nice to have something to do with the extra bits. Whereas, you know, a lot of blind pack stuff is like you get two of them, and what do you do past that? But yeah, they're pretty cool little guys. In terms of articulation, I mean, all these bits are just on ball joints, so they have like, you know, pretty much the same amount of posability on all of them. Just you can rotate the bits around. Like I said earlier, they do tend to come with like a lot of plastic packaging, which is a little rough environmentally. Like, look at all this. This is all from the same set. Like, that's kind of a lot. It's a little excessive. It's not the end of the world, but like it's something worth considering, I suppose. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about these guys. If you enjoy my videos, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. I do reviews every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And without further ado, here we have Ready2Robots. Let's see what this guy's name is before we just end it off there. Let's find him. There he is. Yeah, see, look, he is the little rare one, the Ultima. Wow, that's really cool. I've never gotten one of the rare ones. I didn't really know what distinguished the rare ones that before, but that's pretty cool. So he's our rare guy. Oh, it looks like these are supposed to be his arms. That's dumb. But that's the fun of these guys, is you can kind of, you know, put the weapons wherever you want. At least that's the one nice thing about customizing these guys that's a little bit different, is like, you know, even if you're not swapping the parts in between them, you can swap the parts around like on them, depending on how you think looks best. Like I think this is supposed to be the other arm, but since it's kind of also a right arm, I thought it looked better to have both the arms on one side and put the gun arm on this side. But, you know, to each his own. You can really do whatever you want. And with this guy, I like having the gun and the crabby arm be his arms, and then have these be the shoulder weapons. But apparently, according to these instructions right here, it's supposed to be the other way around. So, you know, some different stuff you can do with them, but that's very cool. Nice to know what the rare feature is, the light up feature there. That's pretty cool, and it's super cool that that's the one that I just happened to open for this review. I'm not sure if there's any like codes or anything. There is, look, there seems to be a code right there. I'm not sure. I haven't like compared that to the other packs or anything like that. Also, with a lot of blind pack stuff, I know that like the codes can kind of vary from assortment to assortment depending on which box you got them in. So that might be a helpful thing to you, but if not, sorry. But yeah, I'm not sure if there's any way to distinguish them, but you know, if they're kind of all similar, so I tend to not really care too much if I'm, you know, like I want to just have it be part of the surprise, especially since such a big part of this feature is like that, you know, breaking them out of the different four sections. I feel like it's more fun to just kind of open them blind like they're intended to be, but you know, it's possible that there are codes that you can kind of distinguish which are which with. But either way, that's enough rambling out of me. If you enjoyed this video, I already said all that. Enjoy, leave a like, consider subscribing, and here we have Ready to Robots.